Baby, you a masterpiece. God took his time on you. Always on my mind, but I'd rather have my mind on you. Beauty is defined on you. Perfectly designed on you. If you see your flaws, let this.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, ShortSide, and I'm back with another video for you today. So today's video is going to be very different. If you all noticed in my background of a lot of my videos, I have a bunch of plants, and those who know me know I love my plants like they are my children. Like literally, I talk to them. I have named a couple of them. They are my babies. So I thought that it would be really cool content for me to introduce you to all of my plants, plus give you a couple of little plant care tips about each of some of the plants that I have. So let's just jump right on into it. I do have 9 plants total. Last summer, or like during the quarantine summer or whatever, I kind of went crazy with buying plants because that was all I had. It was all I had was plants. So I was always at Lowe's. I was always at Home Depot. And I was just picking stuff up. Like I could not stop. Some of the plants that were given to me were gifted, but the mass majority I did by myself. I'm going to start with some of the smaller plants first, and then we'll get into some of the bigger ones because they're like huge and hard to pick up. So this is my snake plant. I got this plant a couple of months ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't water her as much as I should, but that is because snake plants don't require too much water and too much light. And then I also had her in a place where I kind of forgot where she was, but nonetheless, we're gonna do better. I definitely plan on repotting her when it gets a little warmer outside, but she does grow really tall. I have had a snake plant before, and it grows really tall. Like these leaves are gonna be so beautiful, and from what I've learned, these plants are literally almost impossible to kill. Like this is a great beginner plant for you if you're trying to get into planting or plants, indoor plants. Definitely go with a snake plant. This is my aloe vera plant. I keep this plant in the bathroom. It is said to cleanse the air like around you. Well, I feel like all plants are gonna cleanse your air some kind of way, but I keep this in my bathroom because it's a really good low light plant. It doesn't need too much attention or water. I kind of just water it maybe like once every 2 weeks because it is a part of the cactus family, and I don't want to be over watering my plants and then it's like, yo, like you knew I didn't want this much water. I also plan on replanting this one as well because she is getting a little too big for her pot. But I got this plant when it was really little. This was actually one of my starter plants as well. And so it has a near and dear place in my heart. So this is my aloe vera plant. This is my Alocasia poly plant. I don't know the unofficial name for it, but the official name for it is Alocasia poly, but I just call her Violet. Violet gave me a lot of problems when I first got her. She did. I had still had her in her nursery pot, and I was watering her weekly, but she was just really not having it. She was drooping all the time, giving me attitude, you know what I'm saying? But once I repotted her, she literally flourished. Like she started growing, she started making new leaves, and I was thoroughly impressed. I had done a little bit of research on my Alocasia poly plant when she was acting up, and a YouTuber had actually said that this plant is supposed to go dormant in the winter, but my plant is not doing that. It is February right now. It's cold outside, and my plant is growing new leaves. Like if you can see here, there's a new leaf growing right there. But you see, it has these beautiful, bold green leaves. And I'm not gonna lie, don't tell all the other ones, but right now, this is my favorite. It's beautiful. I just think because of all the work and like everything that I put into like this plant, and to like actually see her come to life, it's really satisfying to know that you're doing something right as a plant mom. Okay, this is my money tree. I named him Cash with a $sign because we manifesting money over here. This plant was actually gifted to me as well. honestly, this is a pretty easy plant to take, or tree to take care of. I water it weekly. I did recently have some leaves die and fall off, but it is wintertime and it is a tree. I know that, you know, the circle of life. The leaves have to die to make new ones, but if you can see at the top, he is creating like some new leaves. And yeah, this is a really, really easy plant to take care of. Like, I really don't have much to say because he hasn't caused me many problems. I do know that in the future, this pot is gonna concern me because I'm just not sure if the roots can breathe or something. Like, I don't know, but I mean, for now, he's doing fine. There's nothing about this plant that really concerns me. I just water until it's filled all the way up, and he just continues to grow new leaves. You're doing excellent, sweetheart. Okay, I am going to show you all every single last one of my plants, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So with this next plant, y'all, please don't judge me because I literally don't know what to do, and I'm asking for your help. This is my lucky bamboo. She's not giving so lucky right now. Her name is Serenity. And maybe a couple of months ago, some of the bamboo just started turning yellow and starting to like die off. And I don't really know what to do to salvage this. I've actually never seen, I actually read where it said to not buy lucky bamboo like all together like this, because once one of them gets contaminated or once one of them starts to die off, it's pretty much all gonna die off, and basically there's nothing I can do about it. If you know differently, please let me know, because I would love to save Serenity, but I almost feel like I should just give up on her, and you know, maybe if there's one piece left, I can save that piece. But I was just pretty much told that I couldn't save this whole thing. I've also been told that this lucky bamboo is really temperamental, and I just have not found a way to deal with Miss Serenity's attitude. I don't want her to perish, but I don't know what to do. So if you know anything about the lucky bamboo, please let me know. I would love that advice. Leave it in the comments below and let's have a conversation. This is some sort of pothos, I might say it wrong, pothos plant. You see she has a long vine, and her name is Michigan. Super cute. This is actually a plant that my mom had been taking care of this whole time, even though it was my plant. But I had a plant up here that was hers, and so we just switched our plants back. So, you know, a lot of Michigan's care does go to my mom. So I'm going to be learning about Little Miss Michigan in the next coming weeks and months. But in the meantime, since I've had her, I have turned her away from the sun so that her leaves can grow in the opposite direction, and she really seems to like that. I'm just in love with her beautiful vine and the leaves that she creates. I'm really excited to, you know, just kind of see what it's like. I've heard this is a really, really easy house plant to have, though. All right, now we're getting into some of my bigger plants. I might not be able to pick all of them up. Let's see. Oh, come on, mama. All right. Okay, this is my, I don't know if this is gonna work, but this is my peace lily. I'm gonna make sure I get a couple shots of her later because I cannot pick her up. So yeah, that was my peace lily. I actually got her from my best friend's mom. They were moving. She couldn't take her plants with her, so she entrusted me with her children. I don't know if she had a name at that home, but in this home, her name is Victoria. And Victoria, she holds it down. Victoria usually stays in my room, and one thing I can say about the peace lily is when you don't water them, you can definitely tell because the leaves get really, really droopy. And then once you water them, they perk right on back up. It's really an amazing thing. As you can see, there are plenty of moments here where I can split some of the plant up and create some other plants. And I do plan on doing that this summer. She also has grown some of the flowers as well. I've heard that that's really rare for, you know, those white flowers to grow back in after they've died off the first time, but she produces them like pretty frequently. I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's because she loves me and I take such great care of her. I don't know. And now I'm going to turn the camera a little bit this way. This is, I don't know the official name of this plant, but I do know it is a form of a palm plant. And I also got this one from my best friend's mom. And I have named him Walker, okay? And Walker, like, he was my favorite for a really long time. Don't tell the rest. But he grows these huge, beautiful leaves, and he grows one maybe about once a month. One thing I have noticed is that when one of the leaves grows, another leaf dies, which I understand, you know, circle of life and everything, but it was really disheartening at first because every time I got a new leaf, one was dying. But believe it or not, when I first got this plant, it only had 3 leaves on it, and now it has about 5. Granted, the one that's about to die now, but all I have to do is make sure he gets a substantial amount of water, and he just does what he does. And I also know about these plants is that this plant needs a lot of light, like it needs direct sunlight. And so that's why he pretty much lives right here in the windowsill, because I don't want him too far away or to not be getting too much light, because I know that that's really, really not good for these plants because they're typically really tropical plants. The leaves that grow seem to get bigger and bigger every time. When I first got Walker, you know, he was not doing very well at all, which is understandable because they were getting ready to move at the time. You don't got time to be taking care of your plants and you're trying to pack up your whole house and move to a whole nother state. But he wasn't doing so well, so it just really, really makes me feel good to know that I was able to bring him back to life a little bit and that he can have a new home with me. Yay! All right, and this is the last plant that I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to keep it on my lap for super long. I just wanted you to kind of get a good look before I put him down. Oh my gosh. All right, but here, okay, listen. But here's Ashton. He is a dumb cane plant, and I have had him since the summer as well. And this plant did not give me many problems. I was watering it, and you know, it was growing. But I will say that once I repotted it and took it a little bit further back from the direct sunlight, because I had it sitting right next to my palm, and I pushed it back, and I repotted it, and it started flourishing. It started growing like literal wildfire. I was so shocked, like, to look at the plant a week or 2 after I repotted it, and it was doing literally amazing. From what I've heard, these leaves are pretty toxic, so be really careful with that, or wash your hands after dealing with this particular plant. But the leaves on this plant are beautiful, and I think that's what originally drew me to this plant. It was just such a unique looking plant to me, and I'm really glad that I made this purchase because the way that it's growing, it's a beautiful addition to a room. And so, you know, I'm really excited to have this plant and to continue to be its mommy. And yeah, this is my dumb cane plant. Okay guys, so that was the end of my little mini plant tour. If you liked these type of videos, let me know. I do have some more plant content coming out for y'all, just in general, because I did a poll on Instagram and people seem to really love the plant content, and so I will deliver the plant content. Okay, if you have any questions or any suggestions about how to care for any of the plants that I have included in this video, please don't hesitate to ask. I am always down to learn something more about how to be a better plant mom, because as you can see, these are my literal children, if you cannot tell by now. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? Also, don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. Hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on TikTok, and yeah, let's become cool. Also, check out my website for more cool content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!